Have you ever felt like something inside you was shifting? Quietly, powerfully, without any explanation, as if your soul was preparing for something bigger? It's that strange mix of calm and anticipation, like your spirit knows something your mind can't quite describe. That's what alignment with your twin flame feels like. It's not chaos anymore. It's not that endless chasing or wondering. It's peace. It's knowing. You wake up one morning and realize you don't need to search for confirmation. You don't need signs to remind you that this love is real. Because deep inside, you already know. They're part of you, always were, always will be. And that realization changes everything. There's a moment in the twin flame journey when everything begins to quiet down. Not because the story is over, but because something inside of you finally understands. You stop asking, "Why did this happen?" and start asking, "What is this teaching me?" That's the turning point, the beginning of alignment. Even when you're apart, you start to feel united in a completely different way. It's not about physical closeness anymore, but about spiritual resonance. But how can you tell when this shift is truly happening? How do you know when your connection is evolving from pain to peace, from longing to love? Let's explore that together, heart to heart. 1. You feel a deep inner peace. When alignment begins, you feel lighter, as if a weight has been lifted off your soul. The need to chase, fix, or explain everything starts to dissolve. You stop overthinking what they're doing or whether they still care. Because deep down, you just know. You can feel their love moving through you, not through words or actions, but through energy. You sense them in the calm moments, in music, in silence, in breath. It's not about absence or distance anymore. It's about presence, the kind that exists beyond time. And that's the first real sign of alignment, peace replacing fear. The same love that once caused anxiety now brings serenity. The same connection that once confused you now grounds you. You begin to realize that the twin flame bond was never meant to create suffering. It was meant to awaken you. But why does peace come after so much chaos? 2. Because you've released the illusion of separation. When you stop fighting the connection and start understanding it, something profound happens. You see that physical distance doesn't mean disconnection. The love never stopped. It simply shifted its way of reaching you. You've always been connected from the beginning, before you met and long after you part. The illusion of separation was only there to teach you about wholeness. All those painful moments, the silence, the confusion, the longing, they had one purpose: to guide you back to yourself. Because in truth, alignment with your twin flame begins when you align with your own soul. You stop needing to fix what's outside of you and begin healing what's within. You shed layers of fear, ego, and old conditioning. You release the version of yourself that was trying to control love and become the version that is love. That's when your energy harmonizes with your twins naturally. You're no longer running or chasing, you're becoming. And as you heal, something begins to shift in ways you can actually feel, not just spiritually, but emotionally and energetically. So what comes next after this surrender and understanding? 3. You start to feel them without trying. You begin to notice their energy weaving into your everyday life again, but this time it's gentle, peaceful, sacred. You don't chase telepathy or look for confirmation anymore. It simply happens. You'll feel them thinking of you when a sudden wave of warmth fills your chest. You might hear a song that says exactly what your heart wanted to express. Sometimes you'll feel a quiet pull toward them, not painful but reassuring. You start to notice how connected you truly are, even when there's no communication. It's not about obsession anymore. It's about awareness. And you realize that you've stopped needing to know what they're doing. You simply trust that your souls are moving together, guided by divine timing. This is where telepathic alignment deepens. You'll know what they're feeling, not because you're trying to read them, but because your energies are synchronized. You can feel their joy, their sadness, their thoughts all blending within the quiet rhythm of your own being. But here's what's truly beautiful. This connection no longer causes anxiety. It brings peace. Because you finally understand that you were never meant to hold their energy, you were meant to flow with it. And as this flow becomes your new normal, the universe begins to respond to that same frequency. Chapter 4. The universe reflects your harmony. When your heart aligns with love, the world mirrors it back to you. You begin to notice synchronicities not to confuse you, but to comfort you. Maybe you keep seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 2222. Maybe you notice pairs of animals, songs, or colors that remind you of your twin. And sometimes it's not even about signs. It's about the energy of peace following you wherever you go. You realize that the more you trust your journey, the more the universe confirms it in quiet ways. A feather on your path. A random message that answers your question. A song lyric that feels like a whisper from the divine. But what's different now is your reaction. You don't run to interpret everything. You don't overanalyze. You simply smile and say, "I know, thank you." Because you understand that every external sign is a reflection of your inner world. The universe is showing you what your soul already knows, that love never left, it only transformed. And as you live in this awareness, you start attracting experiences that match your new energy. Peace, joy, abundance, freedom. That's the power of alignment. You no longer need to seek love because you've become love itself. And when that happens, something beautiful begins to awaken inside you, your purpose. 5. You start living for you. This is the stage where your entire energy shifts. You begin to live from the heart again, not for reunion, but for yourself. You wake up each day feeling lighter, more creative, more alive. You start rediscovering your passions, the things that make you feel alive, the dreams that once felt far away. You pour your love into your life instead of waiting for someone to fill it. And here's the irony: the more you focus on yourself, the more your twin's energy feels drawn to you. Not because you're chasing them, but because your light has become magnetic. You realize that alignment with your twin flame is alignment with your higher self. Every time you choose healing over reacting, patience over fear, self-love over waiting, you're aligning with divine energy. You start to see that this journey was never about another person completing you. It was about remembering that you were always whole. And that's when everything begins to feel effortless, not just in love, but in every part of your life. Your relationships improve, opportunities open. You feel connected to something greater than yourself. This is the energy of true union, harmony within, radiating outward. And when both twins reach this vibration, what do you think happens next? 6. The outer union naturally follows. This is the part everyone dreams of: reunion. But by the time you reach alignment, you realize something important. Reunion isn't something you can force. It's something that flows. When two souls have done the inner work, when both have released fear, ego, and resistance, the connection finds its natural way back. It's magnetic, effortless, divine. You don't have to plan it. You don't have to chase it. It unfolds through perfect timing because both of you are finally vibrating on the same frequency of love. And when that happens, it doesn't feel like finally, it feels like of course. Because deep down, you knew this love could never be lost. You meet again or reconnect in some unexpected magical way, and it feels peaceful, familiar, real. You recognize that the time apart wasn't wasted. It was preparation. It was growth. That's why people call reunion the icing on the cake, because by then the real work has already been done within. You no longer see reunion as the goal, it becomes the reflection of your wholeness. And that's when love feels natural, not dramatic. Calm, not chaotic. True, not temporary. So if you've been wondering whether you're aligning with your twin flame, take a deep breath and tune in to what your heart feels right now. Ask yourself, am I at peace with what is? Do I feel love even when nothing seems to be happening? Do I trust the timing of this journey? If your answer is yes, then you are already in alignment. Because twin flame alignment is not about perfection or constant bliss. It's about surrender, learning to love without fear, to trust without proof, to walk with faith even in silence. Your journey isn't about finding another person. It's about remembering that you and your twin were never truly apart. You are one soul expressing love in two different forms, learning balance through contrast and growth through separation. So keep healing, keep trusting, keep shining. Because every moment you choose peace over fear, love over control, and faith over doubt, you are aligning deeper with your twin flame. And when the time is right, love will find its way naturally, beautifully, effortlessly. You are the mirror. You are the sign. You are the love. If this message touched your heart, take a deep breath and say these words to yourself. I am aligned with love because you are. And the more you believe that, the more your reality begins to reflect it. If you felt calm or inspired listening to this, make sure to like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more messages that guide your twin flame journey with clarity and peace. Remember, you're not alone on this path. Every step you take toward your authentic self is a step closer to union. Keep believing in divine timing. Keep walking with love. And keep trusting that what's meant for you will always find you because it already knows the way back home.